introduction to the mysterious world of ninjutsu had just begun, and we'd already learned some deadly knife work and counterattacks.
But to truly understand the art, we'd have to learn a key move: how to avoid getting hit in the first place. To do that, we sought out Grandmaster Hatsumi's instructor of evasion and counterattack, Taijutsu Master Noguchi Sensei.
What makes this style so unique?
Taijutsu means empty-handed combat. Basically, Budo is the study of a warrior art. This art allows you, as you are, the way you are, to fight effectively by using what you have at your disposal.
Because the ninja's goal was to go unnoticed, he fought only as a last resort. So Noguchi Sensei began our training with a series of evasion drills.
How does he get his neck to twist like that?
You gotta relax. And it's a matter of locking and unlocking your muscles.
Right. Oh, that's not it.
You have to go over your shoulder, not your neck, so you don't hurt yourself. So just go real slow.
The goal of the exercise is to roll under an attack while keeping your eyes locked on your opponent.
This is harder than it looks.
But it's easier said than done.
Do you know which way right is?
I'm not getting this rolling down. Rolling is hard, man.
And it only got harder when Noguchi Sensei started swiping at us with a 30-inch razor-sharp katana. One misstep, and we'd be bleeding profusely.
Keep your eyes on him, Jay.
Believe me, I am. I'm motivated. Don't lose a toe.
That's scary. Having a ninja master swing a real sword at you, even half speed, is not something I ever thought I was going to do.
If I'm ever in a situation where I have to duck a ninja sword, something went wrong.
But dodging sword attacks will only get you so far. So Sensei taught us a vicious attack called Ude Gatami. The move begins with 2 swift blocks to the inside of an opponent's arm.
Okay, so when Bill's coming in, I'm using my knuckles to strike his joint.
Exactly.
Then, locking the left arm, you pull the opponent to the ground.
Do I have to use my foot on him at all, or do I just pull up?
Sink your body weight lower, and just because of how hard it's going to be to torque that shoulder, you just sink back and take his balance away.
The key to this move is turning your opponent's lower arm into a lever. By grabbing his arm during the initial attack, you set up the lever such that direct loading to his elbow joint is achieved. Once the elbow is locked and loaded, you can pull a much heavier opponent off balance by simply lowering your center of weight.
Come here.
You drop your weight down here, and then as you see him losing his balance. Yep. Exactly. And then as you come in, this hand can come out and just cover.
Cover here.
Yeah.
So cover, headbutt, under the ground.
Perfect.
Usually, moves like this are hard for Big Bill, but Ude Gatami works for him.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
And the sword comes out.
My eyes never left.
That's exactly it.
It's already thinking like a ninja.
But thinking like a ninja was one thing. Fighting like one was another. To do that, we'd have to get familiar with the most iconic weapon in the ninja arsenal, the throwing star or shuriken.
Which is why we're headed to Tokyo's Shimizu Park to meet up with Ninjutsu Master Atsuka, the leading practitioner of Ninjutsu's secret weapon.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So what are these?
That is shuriken,
Shuriken.
Japanese traditional weapon.
Now, how would you throw one of these?
Yeah. Many kinds of gripping.
Right.
For example, like this,
Like this.
or like this. Long distance.
Atsuka Sensei explained that in feudal Japan, it was illegal for any non-samurai to own weapons. So the ninjas fashioned shurikens from common household materials like coins and nails.
Every ninja clan had its own distinct shuriken. Some preferred flat, multi-pointed discs. Others threw a straight, spike-like weapon.
So you're holding it between your first finger and your index finger, and you're resting the butt of it in your palm?
Wow.
Can these kill?
Yes.
It's enough to kill.
This has got some weight to it. Let me see it.
No, it's my shuriken.
Though a shot to the eye or throat could be deadly, the shuriken wasn't built for the battlefield and had limited effectiveness against samurai armor. Instead, it was intended to injure and distract while the ninja made his escape.
Oh, nice.
Atsuka Sensei began our shuriken training by showing us the proper way to grip and release a hira, or star shuriken.
Like this. And rotate it forward. Okay, this is kind of like holding it like a chopstick, huh? Chopstick?
Yes. Chopstick.
A lethal chopstick. Okay? Chopstick grip. Here it goes. Oh, this is actually hard.
Concentrate.
All right, I took out a knee. I'm good with that.
These are made of iron, and they're a lot heavier than you would imagine that they would be, but these were farm tools that would be used to get nails out of wood or out of the farm equipment, and that's how the star was developed.
Oh, this is harder than it looks.
You really got to keep a grip of that thing and really get away from you. It goes way over top of the deal. That's a lot tougher than you think it is. And, not very good shuriken thrower.
The key to throwing a shuriken is to angle it slightly downward. If the throwing hand is accelerating when the shuriken is released, the weapon will continue to increase in speed until aerodynamic forces begin to slow it down. With practice, the ninja can hit his intended target from distances as great as 45 feet. At impact, that's more powerful than a Major League Baseball pitch.
Let's make an enemy's face.
That's a good-looking enemy.
Great artist.
Doesn't look like me at all.
Is it weird to throw stars at yourself?
It's like masochistic.
Okay.
I got a hard head, don't I?
He's got a thick skull.
With our training in the ninja arts of concealed weapons, we've taken ourselves that much closer to face our final challenge.
But there's still one more weapon we must master before we can hope to stand a chance against trained ninja warriors. Our next mission would take us to the dojo of a legendary swordsman and teach us one of the art's deadliest techniques with real blades.